Hey, welcome back to Anthony's Horror More, and today I want to show you guys my entire Sony Steelbook collection. Yeah, man. I was trying to think of what video to do next, and I was like, I haven't done a collection video in a while, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys my Sony Steelbooks. I'm pretty sure I found them all. Hopefully I found them all. I've been trying to keep things organized better and everything, but you know, sometimes movies slip through the cracks and stuff. So, but I believe that this is all of them right here. So, here we go. First up, we got Fright Night. Beautiful steelbook. Great movie. Great vampire movie. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check out Fright Night. Really cool. Very, very cool. Sorry for the glare. All right, let's see. Then we got Venom. Gotta get that Venom. Fucking Eminem song, man. It's like the stupidest song ever, too. It's like all he does is keep repeating Venom. Gotta get that Venom, or some shit. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, Eminem. You're better than that. But yeah, pretty cool. This is actually a great steelbook, though. I do love the way this looks. The movie is, it's okay. It's not my favorite. It should have been rated R. I don't think Tom Hardy's a very good Venom either, to be honest with you. Zoop. But yeah, still a fun movie. I just don't think Tom Hardy is just. He's kind of a little boring in the movie. I'll be honest. There's not much. There's just not much there. You know what I mean? Let's see. At least in my opinion. But then we got Venom versus Carnage. Or Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Whatever the fuck this garbage is called. This fucking movie. This movie was okay, too. I mean, it had Woody Harrelson, so I wanted to check it out. And it's a pretty dope-ass steelbook, for sure, but... got some cool disc artwork and stuff in there, so that's neat. Once again, should have been rated R, should have been bloodier, gorier, all that stuff. And then we got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is a great movie, great animated movie. A lot of fun. Got the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I still remember when they first introduced him to the comic book world and everything. I'll have to show off my comics one of these days. I've got a nice comic book collection, but I do have at least the first, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, however many issues. I've got quite a few issues of this, if I remember right. It was a good run. I mean, I stopped after a while. I'm assuming they're still making comics for Miles Morales, but it was a good run there. It was fun, I liked his different powers. Like, he has that, he has the ability to, he can go into, a stealth mode, which I thought was cool. He could, zap people, and I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. And then we got Spider-Man, No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. I always get them confused. I'm like, is it Far From Home, No Way Home, Going Home? What the fuck? Yeah, this is a great steelbook too. Really, really, man, they knocked it out of the park with this one. So cool. So cool. Really fun movie too. All right. We got Hellboy. Love Hellboy. The first two Hellboys are actually both, the only two, well, the first two directed by Guillermo del Toro, and then you have that god-awful one with David Harbour or whatever but the first two directed by Guillermo del Toro, man, these are great. I wish they had let him finish his trilogy. I guess he just wanted too much money, and the studio didn't want to dish it out. But it's a shame, because it's such a good, especially especially like this first one. This is such a good blend of horror and like superhero. You know what I mean? It's like that perfect blend. You know, you got the action with the horror. It's really well done in this. The second one's great too. I really like the second one, but the second one's more of like a fantasy action film, I would say. This is more horror action, you know. So yeah, I really like that. Really like that film a lot. Then we've got Taxi Driver. It's one of those like pop art steel books. Pretty cool. Yeah, these all have boring insides, but there is disc artwork there. Taxi Driver, great movie. I mean, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, you know, I mean, it's just a fantastic film. If you haven't seen Taxi Driver, you got to watch it. It's probably, arguably, I would say this is probably Robert De Niro's best performance. This or Raging Bull, or, you know, I mean, he's great in Goodfellas, but he's not really the lead in Goodfellas. But as far as him being the lead, I'd probably say Taxi Driver is his best. You guys let me know what you think about that, you know, but I would say. And if you don't mind, leave a thumbs up on the video. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that good shit, you know. We got Arnold, Last Action Hero. This is such a cool steelbook. I mean, this is so like animated in your face. It's got a nice shine to it. I believe you can still find this too, because they did like the re-release of it. Yeah, I think you can pick it up on Amazon. So it's beautiful. I love the back too. You just got Arnold holding that big ass gun, man. It's so cool. Got some cool inside artwork there. Yeah, really nice. All right. Then we got, like I said, I think this is another pop art, I believe is what they call these, for Zombieland. Pretty cool. Got the zombies right there. Got Woody Harrelson's character right there doing his thing, blowing away zombies. You know, cool like Ferris wheel design and everything. I like that. And once again, just boring, nothing in there, you know, but cool artwork, you know, nice disc artwork there. Zombieland, great horror comedy movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth checking out. Really a lot of fun. Oh, you know, I want to say too, because I remember this movie from when I was a kid, this Last Action Hero. This is such a cool concept for a film. You know what I mean? Talk about like thinking outside of the box. I mean, I'm shocked that this hasn't had some kind of a remake or something, because it's such a great concept. I mean, you literally have a kid that gets a magical ticket that takes him into the world of cinema, where he gets to meet his favorite action hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, how the fuck has this not been redone again? I mean, like the concept alone would have so many asses in the seats, you know, at the movie theater and everything. Like, I mean, I can't believe they haven't remade this film. You know, I mean, it's probably for the best, but it's just such a cool concept for a movie. You know, I mean, I know they'll probably fuck it up, but I really wouldn't mind seeing them take a stab at it if they get the right director and right people. You know, I mean, this movie's just so great. I mean, it's so great, and I just love the idea of it. You know, even as a kid, I remember being blown away by just the idea of like, oh my God, a magic ticket that takes me into, you know, any movie that I want, or I can bring characters out from any movie. I mean, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. So yeah, man, I don't know. I had to talk about that movie a little bit more because it's just such a great idea. Then we got El Camino. You know, a Breaking Bad movie. This was fun. I like this. This was a nice continuation, you know, of Jesse's story after the events of Breaking Bad. I really liked it. This is really weird though. Nothing on the spine. Isn't that weird? The only reason I know it's Sony, obviously, is because you open it up and it says Sony right there. You know, Sony. But I just think that's funny because yeah, there's just nothing on the spine. But no, good movie, good follow up. I liked it. It was just kind of more Breaking Bad type stuff. I mean, did you need it? No, but it's nice knowing what happens, to Jesse and everything. I mean, that's cool. It's kind of like the same thing with Better Call Saul. It's like, did you need it? No, but it was fun. I enjoyed Better Call Saul for the most part. So same thing with El Camino. It wasn't like a disservice. I'm glad that it didn't like, worsen the show Breaking Bad, right? And that's what I always worry about. I worry about it, being like a detriment to the show, like if this comes out and it just sucks, then every time I think of the show, I'm gonna think about this movie. But luckily, it was a good movie. It was good. All right, and then we got Jumanji, one of my favorite Steelbooks. You got some nice like embossing going on here and stuff. Really nice work. Yeah, really, really nice work here. Love the seal. But you actually have some embossing and debossing as well. So it's really nice. Because it looks like the actual game. Another movie that was just so much fun. I know they did remake this and they kind of did the whole video game thing with it, which was cool. It had The Rock in it and everything. But I just love the classic board game feel of the first one, and you have Robin Williams. You can't really compete with Robin Williams. There's the inside. See, it actually looks like the game, like the board game. It tells you how to play and everything. I just think that's so cool. But another great concept for a movie. This is when they were actually trying new things. Like when they were like, oh, what about a board game that like sucks the people into it, and then these kids stumble upon it, and then like spits the guy back out, and then the game, you have to finish the game, and it keeps sending all these creatures after you to kill you and stuff. I mean, that's such a great idea. Very original. I don't know, it's really cool. Oh, I forgot to show. I was showing off those Venom and Spider-Man movies, and I've got my Venom shirt on. That's funny. Total mistake. Or a total coincidence, I should say. All right, next up we got Stripes. Bill Murray. Another pop art steelbook here. Really funny movie. Definitely check out Stripes if you haven't seen it. Always a good time. No inside artwork, but you do got disc artwork. Yeah, a lot of fun. Stripes is a good time. Really solid cast. John Candy's in there too. I mean, there's a lot of people in that movie. And another pop art steelbook, Christine. So cool. I just love what it says here. Look at this, some of the stuff that it says on the steelbook. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like, if you are looking for a standard vehicle, then Christine isn't for you. In her vibrant hot rod red and cream, the wonderful new Christine that actually kills the competition, literally. Like it just has all these funny sayings on it. Think we're kidding? Believe it. Even in the smartest of alleys, introducing the 365 horsepower, 350 cubic inch self-healing V8 engine, a machine providing the greatest display of her deadly history. With updated self-inflating tires, front suspension, this new Christine really corners on rails. No matter who you are chasing down, you don't just drive Christine, she drives you. Don't wait until some punk busts your glasses. Let Christine demonstrate to you and those punks what terrible things happen when they mess with the wrong car. Like, that's so badass, man. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Christine, really, really fun movie, John Carpenter film, about this car that comes to life and, has this like relationship with this guy or whatever. And, she, she fucks some people up for him and stuff. I mean, it's a pretty funny story when you really think about it, but it's good, man. Christine's a solid movie. Really fun. All right. And we have Elysium with Matt Damon. Matt Damon, man. Yep. Elysium. This is a fun, like, futuristic sci-fi type film. I really enjoyed it. Matt Damon actually is looking pretty badass, There's some cool future tech in here that I really like. I forgot what the actor's name is, but the guy from District 9 is in this. And, the main guy from District 9, he's like the lead villain in this film. And he's got some cool futuristic tech and weapons and stuff that he uses. And it's just a really fun movie. It's really good if you haven't seen Elysium. Basically, like, all the poor people and the workers are living on, like, I think it's Earth. And then, everybody else, all the rich people and people with wealth and money and stuff, they're all living, like, up in space, and they've got this, like, nice space station, this huge thing built where they get to live and have great lives. And then everybody else, including Matt Damon's character, is stuck on Earth, and it's just complete shithole. It's really funny. But it's a good, like, action sci-fi movie, fun. And then we've got Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brandy. Yep. Yeah, man. I think this is probably for most people their least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't think it's my least favorite, but there's definitely a lot. I really love a lot of this movie, but there's pretty much everything with Margot Robbie's character Sharon Tate there. Rest in peace. But I think you really don't need. I've said this before, but you really don't need Margot Robbie in this film. Like, if the movie was just these two, Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio's characters, like, the movie would just run so much smoother, because really, you could literally, I'm telling you, you can make an edit of this film where you remove all of Margot Robbie from this movie, and I think it would be a lot better and it would run a lot smoother, because she really doesn't add anything to the main narrative of the story. I understand what Quentin Tarantino, he kind of, without spoiling it in a way, but he kind of did what he did, his, like, revisionist history, like what he did in Inglourious Bastards with Hitler and stuff. He did that in this film. But it worked in Inglourious Bastards, but I feel like it didn't work as well in this movie. She just, every scene she's in, I'm like, dude, you can just cut that out. I mean, and I don't mind scenes like that if they're entertaining, but a lot of her scenes just weren't that entertaining. And I'm like, dude, you could just edit all of her scenes out, and this movie would, you could cut, like, a nice chunk out of the runtime, and it would be a lot smoother. And I mean, you just don't need her. I mean, everything plays out perfectly you really don't need her character in the movie. I understand why he put her in there, but she just doesn't need to be in there, in my opinion. So that's the biggest detriment to that film, is just Margot Robbie, even though she is beautiful and she's a really good actress, but she just doesn't need to be in there. Other than that, I think it's a really fun movie. I just rewatched it again, actually, a few days ago. The other, like, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are so funny. Their chemistry together is great. But every time it stops and it, like, goes back to Margot Robbie, it just halts the entire pacing of the film in a bad way. It really does, and then you go back to, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's great again. I mean, so I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. And here we go. Underworld. This is a nice steelbook. I like this. You know, it's got that kind of cool, like, animated look to it, you know? I think that's cool. Got all the little werewolf eyes there, glowing in the dark. Got him right there. Right there, right there. Yeah, Underworld. Fun action horror movie. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. You know, there's a crap load of these. There's like a ton of Underworld films. What is there, like 5 or 6 of them or something like that? I haven't even seen all of them. I think I've only seen like the first 3 maybe. But Kate Beckinsale's awesome. I mean, she does a really good job. I mean, they're fun movies. You know, they kind of fall in the same vein as like, you know, Resident Evil or Doom, or there were so many of these like action horror films that all came out around the same time, you know. Um and they're fun. They're just fun movies. So, and then we got Starship Troopers. I love Starship Troopers, man. It's so good. Paul Verhoeven, excellent director. Such a fun movie. Nice futuristic sci-fi movie with, you know, some commentary in there, some social commentary and stuff too. And you know, but it's done so well. It's so funny. I mean, this movie just has everything you want. It's got some commentary, you know, on the world we live in. It's got action, it has sci-fi, it has comedy, like lots of blood and gore. And it's just a blast, man. If you haven't seen Starship Troopers, definitely check it out. I mean, this is just a great movie. Yeah, you gotta check out Starship Troopers. So much fun. All right, and then we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Really nice steelbook. I actually got this from Barnes & Noble. It's kind of funny. Yeah, this was sitting in there forever, and then finally I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one up. Yeah, you get a lot of discs in here, man. Got the 4K, the Blu-ray, and a special features disc, so pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Nice looking steelbook. Let's see, I can open this one up too. You get the full image. Starship Troopers there too. So cool. And I'll open this one up too. So badass. And that's it, guys. That's my entire Sony Steelbook collection. Next, I'm probably going to do my Universal Steelbook collection. Yeah, and just kind of keep going from there. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. You know, leave a comment down below. You know, let me know you guys, you know, have any Sony Steelbooks that you guys really enjoy, or any Sony films that are your favorite movies or anything. Maybe some movies that Sony needs to do Steelbooks for, you know, anything, you know, that's that they haven't done that's on your radar. Like, man, it would be cool if Sony did this one or that one. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear it. But I do appreciate everyone watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.